I will walk in the presence of God in the land of the living. The responsorial psalm at Mass today is really special. I will walk in the presence of God in the land of the living. As you repeat that, as you repeat it in your own heart, make it really truly your own words. I will walk in the presence of God in the land of the living. In other words, here and now on this earth, I will strive to walk in the presence of God. I'll be aware of how God is present all around me, how God is calling to me in each moment. See, today the church celebrates the feast of St. Robert Bellarmine, who is a bishop and a doctor of the church. He was a figure in the Counter-Reformation, helping to bring renewal to the church in the midst of and after the Protestant Reformation. He was also a great teacher. One of his students was St. Aloysius Gonzaga. When we celebrated St. Aloysius' feast, we're reminded of this heroic life that he really laid down for others. He stayed in Rome during an outbreak of the plague while still a student, not yet a priest, so that he could serve the sick and care for them. And so he himself got sick and died. Robert Bellarmine wanted to be buried as close to his former student as possible because he recognized in his student that great holiness. Of course, it was many years until Robert Bellarmine himself would go to meet the Lord, and so in the meantime, he understood his call was to walk in the presence of God in the land of the living. Here and now we walk with God. We're being invited to walk with God so that we can walk with Him for eternity, so that we will walk with Him in the land of the eternally living. See, by recognizing God's presence here and now, we're able to recognize that call that we have to eternity, to heaven, that our goal, our true home is in heaven. And that allows us to have hope even in the midst of sufferings here on earth and to be confident in God's mercy for us in heaven. Let's ask Robert Bellarmine to pray for us today that we can have that hope, that we can have that confidence to walk in the presence of God in the land of the living.